why now? Why not like
the money, man?
Why not like the first day a motherfucker made you another nigga in front of him and videotape it? Why not run the out right then and be like, oh no, nigga, you crazy?
Gangster Chronicles, players, this is not your average show.
It was crazy, man. It was crazy.
I think some people, man, when they start considering themselves to be geniuses and shit like that, they just get weirder and weirder. And I think they just do shit to people, dog, just to kind of flex their power because they got money.
Yeah.
If I pay enough, somebody go do it.
He considered himself a genius?
Yeah, Kanye definitely considers himself a genius.
Oh, I thought you was talking about Puff Daddy.
Oh, Puff probably considered himself as a motherfucker with a bunch of money they could do. People with money, man, and I'm talking about people with different kind of paper. I ain't talking about a nigga that got a few $1 million in the bank. I'm talking about people that just got real, I would say you got to be over that 80 million bracket. You feel what I'm saying? They just got paper. They do
But you got to remember, man, like, dude literally campaigned that he invented the remix when, for years, just in rap alone, there had been remixes promoted with videos by the biggest artists. Public Enemy, Tribe Called Quest, all these artists. Mm-hmm. The Beatles even had different versions of the same song that are remixes, and that's the Beatles from the 60s. So, I mean, it's like, but remember how he would always say that? I invented the remix.
I really did.
I was like, okay.
Well, the Bad Boy
I don't know. I really didn't get into a lot of Puff Daddy, shit.
I'm shocked.
I mean, I banged a lot of Biggie. I even banged some Shine. I even banged some Black Rob.
Black Rob was hard.
Life Story.
I never got into the Puffy thing. Like I said, sometimes I just feel like, mother just can't live normal. It's okay to live normal. If you got $1 billion, it's okay to live normal. You feel me? But some people just put themselves on, and don't get me wrong, you are in a different tax bracket, but it's okay. You feel me? Some people don't want to have that role. You get me? A lot of people, when they get into the position of having money and having status, it changes who you are. You get me? And most of the time, it changes for the worse. You hear a lot of people say, I got money, and that shit was treacherous. You get me?
Man, I'm going to tell you, shout out to my homeboy, Mr. Mix, from the DJ Mr. Mix from the Original 2 Live crew. He told me something. And I never will forget this, and I took this with me through my whole career. Because, I kind of started out with, DJ Bobcat first, then, Mr. Mix, right? So them was the two dudes that when you actually had to pay dues to get in the music industry, I used to carry them dudes' records and shit, He told me something, because we met somebody who I keep nameless, and he was an asshole. And I said, man, I never thought dude would be like that. He said, man, listen, let me tell you something. Money just allows a motherfucker to reveal who they truly are. Because when you don't have no money, you're going to be a humble motherfucker. But when you get money, you can pretty much do what you, almost to an extent, what you want to do.
Right.
Because not everybody everybody ain't got a price. Because there's certain shit I wouldn't give a fuck how much money you got. There's certain shit I'm not doing. And I could say the same thing for y'all, and then probably Brian behind the camera too. It's just certain shit I don't give a fuck. If you got $1 billion, I'm not doing it. But there are some people out there that will eat a dead rat for some money. They'll do whatever for money.
Yes, a lot of people put themselves in awkward predicaments or situations to get that bag, what they say today, get the check, whatever. My thing, too, is in the situation of, of Puffy and whatever, and the money and Cassie or whatever. My thing is, how long, what was it tolerated? You feel me?
Yeah.
Because if I'm not mistaken, they weren't together. You get me?
Not for a while.
So had this been an ongoing, negotiation or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Had she been trying to get a shit from him behind the scenes or whatever, and was this like the last draw, so to speak?
Right.
Like,
I think she just took advantage of that law that came out.
and that's what I kind of say too, because do you feel like I'm not gonna say because I finally got out of this, right? So now that I'm out of it, I done cut ties with a motherfucker, why was it like, you see a lot of women go through situations and it's like, oh no, some motherfuckers go through some horrible shit, and then there's some women who be like, oh no, nigga, like, nigga, instantly.
It ain't over.
Instantly. So you got to wonder what's been the hidden agenda behind. Well, today I'm finna just let the cat out the bag.
It's all about money, man. Like I said, some people, man, because if a woman has a relationship with a man and it don't work out, they usually just move on and just go on with their lives.
So,
right?
okay, let me ask you this one question. Do you feel her statements of what she might have said, what was happening to her, do you think that might be true? Why do you think he just all of a sudden, like, because like I said, this, from what I've known, Cassie, and the history of Bad Boy, and it was a long time, right? It's been over 10 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Well over 10 years.
As much as what was claimed to have happened, why now? Why not like
the money, man?
Why not like, oh, the first day a mother made you another nigga in front of him and videotape it? Why not run the out right then and be like, oh no, nigga, you crazy?
Well, let me ask you this though. My guess, from what I've seen, not necessarily hearing about that situation, but if the girl is on drugged out, if she's trying to get in the game, if she's trying to please her man, there's 1,000 things that could be going on, none of which are good, but that, to me, is the explanation. And then because she did tie it into, drug use and feeling.
I was drugged and I was just, I was young
and embarrassed.
And and
it could possibly be true. Again, people do everything for money.
And in reality,
and fame.
I wanted a career.
Right.
You feel
exactly.
me?
What she gave her.
I wanted a career. I wanted to be a singer, famous songwriter, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you get all of that, but like I said, at the end of the day, how much do you tolerate to get to that status of, okay, now I'm here, now enough is enough, and now I want to expose it?
I guarantee you that had her career went differently, and I'm not going to say because we don't know what happened behind closed doors, so I don't want people to think I'm just giving Cassie a hard time, but let's say she would have had the same career Beyonce had. Will we even be hearing about this?
I actually think we would have, because I think the environment is different, man. I think for whatever reason, people are being more vocal. And because of that, you're going to hear way more of these stories. I mean,
right.
It's not, think about it though, Steele. It's not just Puffy and it's not just rap. Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people.
And those motherfuckers, and I'm going to tell you this, man, me being a man that loves women, I got a mom. We all got mothers. I got a daughter, man, nieces.
I got a daughter too.
I got women in my... I
got a wife.
Women that I love, man. I'm married. If you've done anything wrong to a woman and forced a woman to do something that wasn't consensual, I definitely think you need to pay the motherfucking piper. And I don't feel no pity for you. But if you are one of those women that's taking advantage of the situation...
Yeah, well, that's different.
They need to have a law. They need to have a law that gets them as well. If you get found out to be lying or being facetious about some, you need to go to jail.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes. If I lie, my nose
grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth.
Gangster Chronicles, this is